YouTube. My name is Natalie. I'm a criminal defense attorney. I've been a criminal defense attorney for 10 years. And I am going to be reacting to a video by Richard that has been sent to me, by Richard Lowley. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And this video is called Moorish Sovereign Citizen Uses Child as a Human Shield, but is still arrested by U.S. Moorish sovereign citizen uses child as human shield, but is still arrested by U.S. Marshals. I don't know about this. We'll see if I actually put this up. You know how I am when it comes to kids. If the kid's face is in it, I'll try to block it out. Let's see. Let's get right into it.
I'm not Mr. Brown. I'm not Mr. Brown.
Of course he's not.
JL. Yes, you know Article 15, Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People? Or Article 15, Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People? Or Article 15, Declaration of Human Rights?
Yelling, even if he was right about his interpretation of the law, which he's probably not, yelling, just a point of practice, if you want to adhere to sovereign citizen or Moorish citizen beliefs, yelling statutes, case law, treaties at the police officer or the judge is not going to help you.
I understand. I'm talking to you right now. Sir, my children right here, I can talk to you.
Looks like he has a warrant.
Just fine. And I'm letting you know right now.
You got the U.S. Marshals coming for you? Not good.
We're going to speak about international law. Is that correct?
I love how they try to reframe reality to fit their worldview. We're going to talk about international law. The U.S. Marshals never come to your house to discuss legal principles. That's not what they're there for.
You don't know, but I have a warrant here for your arrest.
Is that...
So, and again, if you have a warrant for someone's arrest, that means a judge has signed off on it and you refuse to open the door. They can break the door down in order to effectuate their warrant and cause property damage. So good luck with that.
Is that signed off by an Article 3 judge? Is that signed off by an Article 3 judge? Is that signed off by an Article 3 judge?
He's setting a really poor example for his children and traumatizing them. He could have done this quietly and left with them. And then, again, I'll make this very, very clear. You don't make your legal arguments to the police officer. You make your legal arguments to the judge. The police officer does not ultimately decide the legal outcome of your case. The judge does. So you don't make these arguments to them. You're not going to have a debate with them about what the law is or is not.
Sir, is that signed off by an Article 3 judge? So it's not. So it's not signed off by an Article 3 judge. So it's not a real warrant. So you don't have a real warrant.
Oh, they picked the lock instead of knocking it down. That's nice of them.
So you don't have a real warrant. You broke my door?
They're gonna break it.
Recording. Just keep it recording. That's here.
With the babies in the house? Not with the babies in the house. You're gonna traumatize them. Why did he pick up the baby to go to the door?
You see the flag? Flag.
Is this a woman, aka the mother of the child who's filming this? If so, and I'm not trying to be sexist here, but you know, there have to be two responsible parents. And if this is the mother filming this interaction, then she's a bad parent as well.
I'm talking to you, please. Please calm down. I'm speaking to you civilly. Do you have an Article 3 warrant? So you don't have a real warrant.
Stop.
You deprive me of my rights of color of law. Yeah. You deprive my rights under the color of law. You deprive me of my rights of color of law. You don't have a real warrant. Article 15, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Everyone has a right to a nationality. nationality.
That does not bear on this situation whatsoever. You may come up with your own fictitious nationality, but it doesn't, okay. Say that they belong to a completely different governmental body, right? But your house is in the United States of America, and you're in that house within the United States of America. Anyone who's in the United States of America is subject to our laws. Even indigenous people, even people that are citizens of other countries, even a person that might even particularly be a head of state of another country, they are subject to our laws. So they have to follow those laws. And you really don't have any choice in that matter. If you don't want to follow the laws of the United States, don't be within the United States. If they're serving a warrant on you, it doesn't matter what your citizenship status is in order for them to serve the warrant. They don't have to do a separate inquiry into whether or not you're a citizen of the United States or a citizen of your own fictitious nation, right? They don't have to do that because just your mere presence affords you to both the protections of the law, and that's what that warrant is. That warrant is a protection. The protections of the law and having to comply with the law at the same time.
Everyone has a right to a nationality.
So,
No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of their nationality, nor the right to change their nationality. Article 15. Article 15. I'm watching my children.
His wife is right here.
I'm watching my children.
yeah, but see, you guys are endangering the welfare of these children, so I wonder if she's going to get arrested too. Take the children away from the glass window.
You're breaking.
She is, and she is his wife.
You're making entrances to my house.
Yeah.
Article 15, Declaration of
Take the child, man.
No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of their nationality, nor the right to change their nationality. Hey!
This is terrible. This is terrible parenting. It is just terrible human being, being a human being. Like it's wrong what he's doing. He is using that child as a shield, and that is wrong.
No, give it to my wife. Give him to my wife. I'm not resisting and I do not consent. But no one shall be arbitrarily deprived of their nationality. Keep recording. You do this in front of my son.
Keep recording while your children are being traumatized and crying instead of isolating your children away from the incident so that they can't see their father being arrested. But keep recording. That's what's more important, not the safety of your children.
I'm being kidnapped. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of their nationality.
Come here.
You forced entrance into my home. Really? You forced entrance into my home.
Because they had a warrant. And it could be, let me say this, as a defense attorney, sometimes warrants are issued without probable cause. There's a bunch of reasons why that could happen. Like the judge made a mistake, the police officer misrepresented things to the judge, there was not actually probable cause averred in the warrant. It just wasn't a good warrant. That can happen. The police officer lied in order to get the warrant from the judge, and the judge acted in good faith in issuing the warrant, but the officer lied and knew that it was a lie and then executed the warrant. All of those are bases by which you can overturn a search warrant. But you do not argue that with the armed police who are coming into your home. You let your attorney take over and you let them argue that to the court later on, right? And it won't be the same judge that issued the warrant, it'll be a different judge. And you argue whether or not there was enough probable cause to issue the warrant, or whether or not there was nexus, or whether or not there was good faith. There's all these different legal arguments that can be made in order to overturn a warrant and get rid of the arrest of his person, right? Especially if they conducted a search subject to that warrant. There's all types of things that can be done in order to overturn a warrant, overturn an arrest based on a warrant. None of that happens while you are being served with the warrant by the police officer. Your best possible bet is to not make any statements, hire counsel or obtain, public defender or appointed counsel or legal aid, and then let your attorney make those arguments for you. Document whatever you can document, provide that documentation to your attorney, safeguard your children, but never make your legal arguments to the police or fight with the police or resist the police, because it can only get you killed.
No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of their nationality.
That's not relevant. Poor babies. What are you crying for? Girl, what are you crying for? What are you crying for? The only people that should be crying in there are the children. That's it. Only the children should be crying. So yeah, guys, I mean, of course, the stuff that he was talking about these, articles about that deal with international law, are not relevant to the issue of a search warrant. Search warrants are governed by the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. It has nothing to do with, international law. International law is not implicated here because even if he was a foreign national or a citizen of another country, or even a sovereign of another nation, he would still be subject to the laws of this nation because he's physically inside the country. Being a indigenous person or sovereign or or native of a different country does not make you above the laws of the United States of America. Police officers do not make an immigration inquiry when they're going to serve a search warrant. So just think about this. If a person was an illegal alien from Mexico, for example, and the police wanted to serve a search warrant on that person's house, do you think that because they're an illegal alien from Mexico, that the police won't be able to serve a search warrant on their house because they're not a United States citizen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, right? We all know that. That's common sense. So these arguments that they're advancing, you don't even need to get into whether or not these articles apply to them in particular. The articles don't apply to the situation. It has nothing to do with your citizenship status. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, and also, girl, you need to reevaluate your life if this is the type of man that you want to tie yourself to and the type of person that you want to allow to traumatize your children over and over again. Their children did not have to see any of that. As soon as they saw the police outside, she could have taken the children into the bedroom. He could have set up his cell phone, put it up against the wall so he could record what was going on if that's what he wanted to do. But there was no reason for them to leave those children to witness their father being arrested and police officers coming into their home. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.